This is,
gentlemen, history's being made. We can see Flair for the last time.
A very special moment in the history of our sport.
You know what it is to win a title one time? I've never won a title. But to win it twice, 3 times, and 14 times?
made the long walk many times.
Making his entrance to the ring, wearing red and standing 6'1", weighing 235 and 1/4 pounds, from Charlotte, North Carolina, one of the greatest superstars in the history of the sport. As he enters the ring tonight as challenger, he must win not just for a title belt, not just for honor, not just for glory, but ladies and gentlemen, he must win to remain in the sport he has dedicated his life to. Ladies and gentlemen, here is the 13-time heavyweight champion of the world, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair!
What's this about?
Before Hogan comes out here, I want to make one thing very clear. I'm the president of this company, and make no mistake, the wrestling fans paid for it, they're going to get it. And I want the referee to come over here. I don't want you to stop this match because I got a scratch on my elbow or Hogan's got a little blood from his mouth. I want you to stop this match at your own discretion, brother. In other words, you make the call. I'm not gonna have, hey, you keep your mouth shut if you don't like it, buddy. I'll make the call around here. This thing goes down the way I want it. You make the call. No scratches, first blood.
Pretty good clarification of the rules of a first blood match. Remember, first blood is the way you're gonna lose it, but it's not gonna be a little insequential nick. It's gonna be...
It'll look like St. Valentine's Day massacre on Clark Street in Chicago.
Okay. Oh, this is gonna be a wild one. All the makings of a history-making night in our sport.
Brother, I'm the man, I'm the champion, and Ric Flair will run this human being.
Wearing black, white, and red, standing 6 feet, 7 inches tall, and weighing 274 and 1/2 pounds. He's the most famous personality and name in professional wrestling, known to all fans in all 4 corners of the world. He is the driving force behind the New World Order. Tonight, he comes to the ring on a mission to eliminate his challenger, not just from contention, but by way of victory. He will eliminate him from the WCW for life. Ladies and gentlemen, from Hollywood, USA, here is your reigning and defending, undisputed NWO WCW Heavyweight Champion of the World, Hollywood Hogan.
You know, I was thinking about something as Hogan is walking to the ring when Flair, the president of the company, and the cage is yet to lower here.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee is ready, the wrestlers are ready, the fans are ready. Let's lower the cage.
Little added drama by Michael Buffer there, but nonetheless, I'm thinking of Charles Robinson, the referee, who was told by Ric Flair, no little nicks or little trickles of blood. First blood match, it's gonna really have to flow, but Charles Robinson was given the assignment as referee of this match, and it was one that he took with great pride. All referees want to referee the big match. For Charles Robinson, this is his first real big match for the world title. And Charles, much like myself, grew up around the Carolinas and was a Ric Flair fan and loved Ric Flair throughout the years and was a supporter of his, like I am, like many of you fans are throughout his career. So getting a chance to talk to Charles, I said, you feel the pressure? He said, no, I feel the excitement. I mean, I've always wanted to referee one of Ric Flair's matches in the ring, and such as this, and he's getting his shot, and now extra added pressure knowing that not only is he refereeing Ric Flair's match, but he's refereeing the President's match in the ring as well against, I would dare say, Flair's arch enemy of all time in Hollywood Hogan.
It's a big moment for all of us, including, as you mentioned, the referee. I think that was a great clarification by Flair. No stoppage for any incidental blood, and there's so much at stake. Let's get the winner determined.
No way to escape.
Well, that's an eerie sight.
Yeah, you saw the razor wire, the barbed wire up top. The only way to escape is to climb out of that thing, and who in the world's going to do that with that barbed wire up top?
Well, gentlemen, I think we've said it all over the years when it comes to these two. There's not much more can be said. We may have seen Flair walk that aisle for the last time. And you know, when matches are big matches, big money matches, big important matches, I hate the man. I hate the sight and the name Hogan. But he has always become ready. He's got himself prepared for the big one. And so has Ric Flair.
He runs over Flair. You may hate the sight of Hogan, but there's something. There's nothing like it in this sport when you see Ric Flair and Hollywood Hogan hook up in the ring. There's a certain electricity, certain feeling about a venue when you know that Hogan and Flair are on top.
And then when you factor in what's at stake in this match, the World's Heavyweight Championship, yes, the most prestigious title in our sport, but also the opportunity for Flair to become president of WCW for a lifetime, but at the same time, his career is at stake.
Your announcers here are excited to be a part of this, because one way or the other, we're going to see history here tonight. Either the end of the, arguably the greatest career ever in our sport, or the beginning of another title reign for Ric Flair.
And you know, if Hogan can't put him away, and Flair remains the head man here and champion, Hogan will probably have to be talked down off the roof.
Hogan holds his ground, sends him in back, body drop! And he runs over Flair. Flair bounces back up to get knocked out again. Hogan has come to fight.
I told you. He gets ready. He knows what's at stake, his ego.
Boy, that common thread of ego we talked about right at the top of the program. Hogan will scoop him up and put him down hard. Hollywood, point of the elbow, caught him. And again. Stepping on the side of the face of Ric Flair.
What an offensive flurry from Hogan in the early going, but the resilient Ric Flair is able to withstand that pain and punishment.
You know, Mike, that term resilient applies to Flair on many fronts. Sure, physically, you know that, but let's talk about resiliency as far as the mental aspect of wrestling. What's happened to Ric Flair's, to his family, to his pride, to his career at the hands of the Wolfpack. I'm not only talking about what young David Flair did to him last month at Super Brawl, I'm talking about the endless parodies that we've seen on behalf of the Wolfpack and Hollywood Hogan. Just trying to take Flair's pride and his history and his heritage and rub it in the ground and make it mean nothing. He's battled through all of that. As a matter of fact, Ric Flair, I think, has become a better man for it. A more aggressive man, and he's shown it right here.
Well, I'll tell you, when you take a group like the NWO Black and White and you take Flair's kid and you turn that man's family against him, what do you think Flair's going to think? What do you think Flair's going to do? Well, that shows you how Hogan operates when you turn somebody's family against you. His son, his first son.
You know, everybody reacts differently to bad things. And Flair just pulled right out of that, and Flair goes face first. that lariat. Hogan. It's been a little while since we've seen that from Hollywood, calling out to the fans. Is Flair out? Well, Hogan thinks so. Hogan's going to put on the figure 4 leg lock.
And great ring positioning by Hogan as he applies the figure 4. Flair's pet hold.
Hogan looks like he's in command here. And he's letting Flair know it.
Remember the rules of this thing. Being a first blood match and all, this is just a wear-down tactic here, not to win a match. But what he will do is keep Flair off his feet, enabling Hogan to walk over, pick him up, pound away, but Flair comes fighting back. Of all the great matches I've seen Ric Flair in, of all the approaching days, I've never seen him as more focused, more into it in my life. And I thought, after we were in Oakland, California, that the man would have been mush, that the man would have been mentally done. Here we go. This is where the match could turn. Head first to the steel.
Bobby Heenan, what's that like, having your face driven directly into the steel cage? I know you've been in a cage match or two in your career.
Well, what happens is somehow when they get advantage of you and they throw you into that cage and you hit it, everything just scrambles your mind for a while and you're pretty much toast and you're pretty much at their mercy. But it's a burning pain in your head and it feels like your hair's been parted with a tomahawk.
Sure, what happens, the abrasiveness of the cage combined with your sweat.
And you're always cut up during the match. Your hands and your elbows and your arms, because all that wire here has little birds on it.
Now Flair is trying to crawl out, and is that an incidental cut on his head? Not really.
It's uncensored.
Boy, it sure is. Flair was crawling the cage, and there's a good shot that, yes, indeed, Flair has opened up a cut above his right eye, but the match is still going on here.
At first, I thought maybe it was the angle of the referee's vision, not being able to see that Flair's forehead was split open.
Well, I guess it's the referee's discretion, like he said. So Charles Robinson back in the corner, allowing this thing to go on, and Hogan is going to walk. Oh, we don't need to see this.
Barbed wire.
He's pulled it down to eye level.
I've never had that happen to me.
That wire is just razor sharp.
The type of wire you see around prisons, the top of the walls. That one slap was a wake-up call on a bloody Ric Flair. Head first again. Oh!
Hogan's in control.
I'm kind of, I don't know. Match is still going on, and I can't.
Well, it looks like you're pushing a tomato through a screen door.
I don't know. Is that incidental blood at this point?
We told this the first blood match. All right, well, let's just forget that. Let's just stay with it here now because the match obviously is still going on. Hogan doesn't seem to mind at all. I mean, it's not like he's complaining. He's enjoying all this, as a matter of fact, hurting Ric Flair like he's done.
Flair's whole career is in jeopardy right here, guys. Everything this man's done. 13 times world champion, everything he's worked for all his life. His family, his sons, everything. It's all at stake right now.
There's the big foot. The big foot could be the leg drop. It is.
But remember, a pinfall this is insignificant.
You're right.
A pinfall will not win you this match.
And now all of a sudden, Hogan said, look at his head.
He won't do it. Robinson won't ring the bell. He feels in his mind. The man he's idolized all his life still has fight in it.
Well, and I believe he does, but...
I do too.
Now the referee has shoved Robinson over in the corner on the left side. This is it's bizarre, but I'm certainly, a right hand decked Hogan, and Flair has something in the right hand of it.
What did he have wrapped around his knuckles. He's put it back into his knee pad.
That decked Hollywood Hogan. Flair's going to send him into the cage on the far side.
Hogan's opened up. Flair has gotten to Hogan.
And Ric Flair had Hollywood. Oh no, young son David and his gorgeous girlfriend are walking.
David, don't do this.
Well, there's no door on this cage here now. And the match still goes on.
I mean, I don't want his father to see him even out there. Let him concern himself with Hogan.
Ric Flair.
I don't know, we praised Flair for his tunnel vision, but now to see his son down here cheering Hogan on.
He spit at his son and said, I'm going to be a 14-time world champion. He is obsessed with being a 14-time world champ. The match still goes on.
Flair's lost a lot of blood, though.
If I can use a legendary term, his face is a crimson mask. Elbow drop. Cover 1, 2.
Oh, I've seen this before.
One of Hogan's trademarks has always been to battle back, or as we used to say, to hulk up. And he's doing a little bit of that right now. Oh, boy, is he ever.
I've seen that, been there.
Flair's knife-edge chops, just taking the flesh off of Hogan's chest, but look at this comeback from Hollywood.
It's amazing. Hogan. He didn't feel it.
Now Flair's backpedaling.
Hogan, out of nowhere, a reserve from deep down in his gut. Puts Flair down.
Oh, guys, this is it.
This is it. Covering.
Come on! Get down!
1.
Come on!
Flair.
Rick!
My goodness.
Again, we have to point out this is a first blood match.
And referee's discretion. Well, you obviously can forget about that now. I mean, Flair will hook Hollywood Hogan. Up.
Don't forget, Flair's lost a lot of blood.
Still has the strength to take Hogan over with the suplex.
A little more physical, more bizarre, and Hogan bounced up again. You're seeing the attributes that have made Hollywood Hogan one of the greats ever. And the same thing applies to Ric Flair. Flair head first again. Oh, look at Flair. Oh, my goodness.
They're going to be up all night sewing him up.
Oh. Hogan's going to use the man as a battering ram.
What are you doing?
And now the referee in the face of Hogan. As Flair cannot stand, as a matter of fact. These two men have had some great fights, some major legendary fights. But nothing compares to the brutality of this one. Charles Robinson got wiped out.
Take care of him! Hulk up! Shoulders and chest! Come on! Get up!
Listen to David Flair cheering on Hollywood Hogan.
Starting to hulk
telling him
up.
to hulk up, yes.
Flair with the uppercut from way down low. Arn Anderson slipped out from the back. What's going to happen now? What's going to happen now?
That should have happened a long time ago.
He decked David Flair. Arn Anderson has decked David Flair and turns to the lady with a cautious point. She's on the back of Arn Anderson. Oh, yeah. He shrugged her off.
but he can't get in.
He
don't have to.
He doesn't have to. The tire iron that helped the Horsemen win the tag team belts in. And Flair has wiped Hogan out.
There's no doubt about that. Hogan's out, I think.
He passed it back to AA.
Hogan's not moving. He's not moving a muscle, guys.
Ric Flair's gonna put on the big four. Hold on to your hats. 1, 2, 3.
Ladies and gentlemen, 14. Witness wrestling history. The winner, and for the 14th time in his career, the new heavyweight champion of the world, the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Unbelievable, guys. Unbelievable.
Well, never did we expect it to pan out like this. But it's official. Ric Flair, his 14th world title reign.
And he's the boss for life.
For life. There's no more like a 90-day clause that's getting ready to come to an end because Ric Flair is in charge. Hogan is out. David Flair crawls into the ring. And Arn Anderson's impact in tonight's proceedings.
What a pay-per-view, guys, from top to bottom.